Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a random question tag video just because I just wanted to throw something different into my channel. I don't know, I just feel like constant makeup tutorials gets like kind of boring and I'm afraid I'm gonna run out of ideas one day. So yeah, I just like to spread things out and I'm going to do a tag. So let's get into these random questions. Alright, first question is, what's your favorite candle scent? I have 3 and they're all behind me right now. The first one is Pink Sands two are from Yankee Candle. Pink Sands, all-time favorite. The second one is Summer's Night. It literally smells like a cologne. And then the third one is a beach one. I don't really feel like getting up to check it. But it smells really nice. Which female celebrity do you wish was your sister? Probably one of the Kardashians, because if it was one of them, they can just fit in, because me and my sisters, we all have K names, and they got K names, so they're like, they could already be a sister. But if I had to choose one, I think I'd want it to be Chloe, because I feel like, in a weird way, I feel like me and Chloe, like, relate a lot. And I don't know, I just feel like Chloe is just so much fun and like she just seems like such a good person to be around. What male celebrity do you wish was your brother? I don't see male celebrities as someone that wants to be I want them to be my brother. I see them as someone like I want to marry or you know, something like that. So I really don't have an answer of who I want to be my brother. I can tell you like a whole novel of like who I, you know, would marry and stuff like that, but that's a different video. How old do you think you'll be when you're married? I don't know. When it happens, it happens. How old were you when you learned how to ride a bike? This is so embarrassing. Okay. When I was like, probably when I was like 3 or 4, I'm sure my mom and dad got me like a bike with training wheels and stuff. But I was just always so afraid to take the training wheels off. So when I was in like 4th grade, I was at the doctor. And like, you know how they ask like questions like, oh, do you ride a bike? Like, do you wear a helmet when you ride your bike? And I was like, yeah, I ride a helmet when I ride my bike. But I would really just mostly ride it in my backyard. So I really didn't like wear a helmet. I wore a helmet when I would ride around like the block, but if I was in my backyard, my mom's like didn't really like force me because she was normally outside with me and watching me. But my mom was like, for the riding a bike part, she basically was like, she still has training wheels on, like big baby over here. And the lady was like kind of like making fun of me because, you know, I'm 9 years old and I still have training wheels on my bike. So basically that night after dinner, my mom took the training wheels off and she was like, you're riding this bike like a big girl. And that is how I learned how to ride a bike at 9 years old. And I'm sure I forgot now because I haven't ridden a bike in forever. How many oceans have you swam in? And I have just swam in 1, and that is the Atlantic Ocean. How many countries have you been to? Okay, well, I've been to Canada. I've been to St. Thomas, I've been to Turks and Caicos, I've been to the Bahamas, I've been to Bermuda, I've been to Puerto Rico, and I think that's it, so 6. What's the worst grade you've ever gotten on a test? I'm the worst test taker you will ever meet. My written test for my permit, like to get my permit to drive, I had to take it like 3 times. This is so embarrassing. The only 2 tests I've ever passed like on the first try were my cosmetology tests to get my permit and my license. Or no, just the license. Those are the only 2 tests I've ever passed on like the first shot. I mean, I've gotten probably like, I mean, I think like the lowest is like a 15, but I'm not smart. Like, it's so embarrassing. But yeah, I'm not a good test taker. Honestly, you can like drill all the information into my head, and it'll just, once I see that paper, gone. Everything's gone. Have you read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or Twilight series? Harry Potter I always tried to read, and I would always start off the first book, but I could never get past like the second page because just the names were just ridiculous. Hunger Games I never got into, but Twilight I read all of them. Would you rather have an American or British accent? And I think I'd rather have an American accent. Have you ever taken karate lessons? No. Do you know who Kermit the Frog is? Of course I know who Kermit the Frog is. Like, what? What's the first amusement park you've been to? Probably Six Flags. What language besides your native language would you want to speak? And that is Italian. I always wanted to take it. When I was in first grade, we learned it. I don't remember any of it. And I don't really know why we learned it in first grade and first grade only. Like, I kind of wish they carried on with it throughout those years. And I was kind of like hoping to learn it again in high school, but they had gotten like rid of it or something, of course. So I had to learn Spanish instead, and I know Spanish and Italian are very, very similar, but I just had no interest in learning Spanish at all, to be honest. So I would have more interest in learning Italian because it's something I wanted to learn. Do you know triplets? Well, when I was in cosmetology school, a girl was a triplet, so I know a triplet, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know who her like two siblings were, but I knew her. Do you prefer the Titanic or the Notebook? Well, I've never seen The Notebook. No intentions on ever seeing The Notebook because it just doesn't look like my kind of movie. I don't really enjoy movies like that because they're all the same. They all end the same. And it's just, I get bored. Titanic, I have only seen if it's on like E or just on TV. And I always turn it on at the same part every single time. So I guess I would have to say Titanic, even though I don't really like it at all. Sorry. Have you ever had Indian food? And no, I have not. I probably will never. I'm a really picky eater, and I highly doubt that there's any Indian food that would sound appealing to me. What's the name of your favorite restaurant? And that is Chili's. Have you ever been to Olive Garden? Of course I've been to Olive Garden. I don't love Olive Garden because it's not real Italian food like my mom makes, but yes, I've been there. It's literally right around the corner from my house. So yes, I have been to Olive Garden plenty of times. Do you belong to any warehouse stores like Costco? I think my mom is a part of Sam's Club. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? I know I was still supposed to be a K name, but I can't remember if it was supposed to be like Kyle or Kevin. It was like one of those two. I just know my mom like wanted to stick with the K names, even if one of us girls was a boy. If you have a nickname, what is it? Okay. Some of my family members call me Chrissy. My aunt calls me Casey from time to time because that's my initials. My name is Kristen Claire. My one cousin calls me Cree Cree. I don't really know why. That's just something she's always called me for as long as I can remember. Oh, my little sister calls me Croissant Eclair because it sounds like my name. Do you sleep with a nightlight on? Okay. I sleep with my TV on. Well, I put it on sleep if I remember to. And the reason for that is, okay, I used to always sleep with the nightlight when I was little. Then I got a TV and I was like, okay, I'll just sleep with the TV on, like, no big deal. And then I was kind of like, okay, I need to stop being a big baby, sleep with the TV off. And then I go see Insidious. That movie scarred me for life. I literally, when that movie came out, like 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago, and that movie scarred me for life. I was like, I need to sleep with the TV on. That's it. Slept with it. I literally slept with the TV on. From the night I saw Insidious up until like a month ago, when I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put the sleep on. I need to grow up. Stop being a little baby. You're almost 22. I had to give myself like a pep talk about not sleeping with the TV on. But The answer is, yeah, kind of. I do sleep with a nightlight. That's so embarrassing. What medical conditions do you have? I have a peanut allergy where I have to carry an EpiPen with me at all times. How many times have you been to the hospital? I've never personally had to go to the hospital. But I mean, I've been to the hospital probably more than 30 times, just like visiting people and stuff. Have you ever seen Finding Nemo? Is this a serious question? Of course I've seen Finding Nemo. I love Disney movies. Like, if anyone's ever like down to watch a Disney movie, I'm like, okay, let's watch Disney movies because those are my favorite movies. Where do you buy your jeans? And I don't really have like, I mean, there's stores where I like my jeans from. I mean, I mostly get my jeans from Kohl's because it's cheapest and whatever. But I mean, I have two pairs of Lucky brand jeans that I really, really like. I spoiled myself one day and bought them, and best jeans I've ever worn. I really like American Eagle jeans. They fit really nicely, but like those are like the 3 stores I guess I would really get jeans from ever. What's the last compliment you got? And the lady that was giving me my pedicure told me she liked my makeup. Do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? Not really ever. Very, very rarely do I ever remember my dreams. I feel like I just don't dream at night. I also don't really sleep, so obviously I don't dream if I'm not sleeping. But yeah, I don't ever really remember my dreams. And that is it for this random tag video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me. And if you have any video suggestions, leave those in the comments below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!